All right. So I'm going to go over everything that we need to kind of know about how to run Club Express, and I appreciate you all coming today. I want to make sure that you know how things work. If you have any questions while we go through, it's just us today, so we don't have a huge group of people. So please let me know if you have any questions, and we'll address it at that time. How does the screen look to everyone? Should it be bigger or smaller? Does it look okay for you guys right now? Thumbs up, okay? Okay, good. All right, I'm Charlene Deshay, the director for the Tennessee Stormwater Association. I've been wanting to put this on for a while, and maybe the summertime isn't the best time, but since we're in membership renewal, people have a lot of questions, and this is when you guys will normally start visiting the site if you don't throughout the year. I figured it would be the best time to go ahead and address all these issues. So I have created a fake account in order for us to go through, because when I look at my screen, it looks completely different, and I'll show you guys what I see, but my screen looks completely different from what you see. So sometimes if you guys have questions, I have to go through and see what it looks like on your end. Does that make sense? So that's why I wanted to go through this with you today, and please forgive me if I forgot how to do some stuff, because some of these things we don't use every day. So the first thing that you're going to do is I would save this like I have up here at the top where it says home, Tennessee Stormwater Association. And you can label this, of course, if you save it as a bookmark or a menu item for you on your internet site, any way that you would like to. Or you can always type in Club Express Tennessee Stormwater Association and it will come up. So any way that you would like to search that or save that is kind of up to you, but I always save it. It just makes things a little bit easier. So when I tell you that you need to go in and log into your account, if you come up here to the right, there's a member login right here. Okay, so you're going to click that. Now, if you have not renewed, do you see how this pops up right away? You do not have to pay right away, of course, but that will pop up because membership is due right now. So if you've not renewed, let's go ahead and go through this process, and I'll show you another way to do that. So say, yes, I want to make a payment. So I set up this fake name, Fake City USA right here is what I just created. So this will come up. It will most likely come up in your current membership status. If it does not come up in your membership status, it should. So I'm not really sure, but I will also show you how to look that up. For maybe private's a little bit different. I did have someone sign up as an associate member and they are a private member. So remember that if you are private, it has to say private, and the lowest payment for private is $300. So just remember that if you're going through this process. So there's a couple different ways to do this. When you click this, you're going to click select payment method. Are you going to pay by PayPal or by check? Okay, I'm going to go by the check first because I think a lot of people get really confused with this option. Is this big enough to see, or do I need to make it bigger? It's good. Okay, check. Okay, so if I pick check, what you're going to do is click that, and then you're going to print invoice. Okay, when you print invoice, you can literally print it. See, it will come up as a PDF here. We'll have all your information, who to make the check payable to, and everything. Does that make sense? So that's the way to do that. And then you're going to print done. And when you send me your check, what I do is I go, and I'm not sure why, you guys, it says direct deposit ACH. That is a way to pay. But for some reason, there's not a way to print an invoice for that. Maybe I need to learn how to do that, because I know some of you, I probably have about 3 people pay ACH. So it's not that very many throughout the year, but I can also make that change. But you can also print this out as check and pay by ACH if you need to get an invoice to your folks. But let's say that we go in and we hit PayPal. So this little PayPal thing is going to pop up. Okay, you're going to click that. You do not see how here. I mean, I think a lot of people get really confused about this because you do not have to create an account. You're going to scroll down. You're going to click with card. You're going to enter all of your card information and you're just going to continue. So you do not have to create an account. Now I have clicked this and it's come up looking a little bit different, but this is always a guest checkout situation. So if it's not looking like that on your screen, maybe to make sure if you've logged into PayPal any other way with any other account, but even if I'm logged in because I do have an account, I still have an option when I pay invoices and other things to go as guest because I don't want to pay through my work account because that takes money out of my PayPal account. You know what I mean? I want to go through my credit card through work and make a little, and it's different. You know, it's the same funds, but you know what I'm saying? How I enter it into my QuickBooks and for my accounting, I do not want that to be the same. Does anyone have any questions about that before we move on to the next thing? Okay. And just so it's me, no one else is looking. So if you need to speak up, please just speak up and just unmute yourself. Now, if you have someone who is an administrator, right, and they pay your membership payment and they want to use PayPal or a credit card, I mean, I've had people tell me that they can't use PayPal, but I think that's why I think that's because they think that they have to create an account. But we've always had PayPal as our credit card option payment. We don't really have that many options as a nonprofit, and PayPal works the easiest with this system. So we really don't have any other options. But if you have an admin that would like to pay and sign in and do it all themselves, and you guys do not have access to a credit card, you can literally just give them your sign-in information. So what I'm going to show you next is I'm going to explain this to you while I explain that part as well. Okay, so next, let's say that you paid your account, yada, yada. Next, you're going to go up here and we're going to go to hold your mouse over your name and go to profile. Oh, it shouldn't let us out. Hold on. Oh, I need to do the check payment. Sorry. Let's go ahead and do this and print invoice and done. Okay. So let me see if I can go back in here. Sorry. Oh, maybe it won't let me go and choose something else. Oh, hold on. I think maybe I have put an account in there that I can do something else. Well, hold on. Told you with this being new for me. Well, let's go to another place. Hold on a second. Are you guys seeing my page now? Or are you seeing the other page?
We see the payment screen.
See the fake name. It
Okay.
says make payment for fake name.
Okay. Sorry. Hold on one second. Let me change this. I'm going to change it to where it's paid. Okay. I had to put that date for the fake name to be like really, really late and due, or it wouldn't work. Comp forgiven. No. Okay. All right. Okay. So now we're going to go in and log in again, and we're going to go under profile. So this is your profile screen. When you first log into your account, for those of you who've never logged in before, and you click and for the first time you log in, what's going to come up is this privacy screen, as in, do you want emails? Yes or no. Now my main function that I use this for is for emails. I use, this is where I mainly email all of the information out for the association is now through Club Express. Before I used to have to copy and paste into Outlook and send 30 at a time. When we have about 400 folks that are on my email system. So that's a big hassle. So this has really changed my life. So if it's an admin person that I don't want to receive emails, that's fine. But normally you're going to say yes. So that will normally pop up as your first thing is to be able to be included as the privacy screen and then your email screen. And then your basic information will pop up next. So it's very important, you guys, if you can fill out all of your information in here as much as you can. Just so when you register for any events, if anyone needs to look you up in the membership directory, and I'll show you that as well, it will have all of your correct information in here. So that is very important, and you would save that, and it would move you on to the next page. And it is required. Secondly, additional folks. So let's say that you need to add people, and I talk about this a lot. At this moment, we have 11 slots available within your membership to add people. So you're going to click down here to chapters, additional members. Okay. And a business member is someone who has a login and can also look up anything within the files, and they will be able to log into everything and look up document library, anything that we have within the system. So let's say that you're going to add someone. You would hit add here, and the little plus button. You're going to enter their information. And it's very important, you guys, if the company name is the same throughout all of your members. So if you have City of Chattanooga, it all needs to be City of Chattanooga. If you have Hamilton County, it all needs to be Hamilton County. If you have Hamilton County Public Works, you know, whatever you guys decide that your name is going to be, it's really important that they're all the same, because sometimes I will not see some folks if they're not the same name. So you're going to put that in there, and then you're going to put, I'm just going to put my name. Add them in here. Oh, it doesn't matter how it's spelled. Email is required. I'm just going to add my email here. And your time zone, which I am Eastern. And there is an emergency contact that can be added if we're at an event and something happens. I have information about that as well. So what you're going to do is you're going to hit save. Then if you do not hit save on this page, it will not save at all. So you have to hit save 2 times to save those folks. And it's also the same if you want to add an associate member. An associate member is a person who will receive emails, can be registered for events, but they will not have a login, but we can also, but we can pull them up as members. So you're really supposed to have 5 business, 5 associate, and then the main contact. Does anyone have questions about that?
Charlene, how does it work for the people who want to update their information but are like additional members? So like
the associate members?
Like Jeremy Swilley is on the call right now. I have added him as a business member under my, I guess, City of Chattanooga, since I'm the main contact.
Yeah.
So what happens if if he's going in and making changes, it's all reflected on, I guess, my side too?
I will receive an email and you will receive an email that that member has been updated, but he can update his information with his own login. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So he
And-
will have, he will have a login. And I see this button here, reset password. Oh, sorry. Sorry, I'm on the right same page. Oh, he doesn't have, you guys don't have that. If he, yeah, so he will have to have he will have his own login and his own password. Okay, if he forgets that password, he just has to go into login, right? And he will have to reset his password. It'll pop up if he doesn't get it right. He can also change his password here. So he will have his own login and password. The associate members will not have their own login and password, but they receive emails. Does that answer your question, Josh?
Yeah, I'm just thinking about how he's associated under City Chattanooga name, which I'm, I guess, responsible for.
Yeah,
and
it's
I
the
feel
same
like-
thing. It's the same as this. So he's listed under this additional members here.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I feel like that we have, if I looked at my business members and associate members, there are names that are associated with the City of Chattanooga that are connected to things I feel like I've seen in other places that are not on my business or associate member list. Just because we have so many employees and some of them are still part of that. I can't remember how some of them have gotten added over the years, but not really
Okay.
through a paying.
So when I uploaded everything, the folks that were already on your memberships uploaded that way. So
Okay.
you guys will need to go in and update all of those. So you can add, I would ask them if they would still like to be on there, add or remove. You guys have access to all of this. Does that, I'm sorry, does that answer your question, Josh? Okay. Yeah, so when I first uploaded everything, I didn't want anyone to miss out. You know, I used my whole email list, and I had the main contact is who I had listed under my main so I had a whole list. So everything had to be done by Excel spreadsheets before. So what I did is I associated every member with one main contact. So that's why they were set up that way initially. I went and I spent a long time researching all the MS4s and updated all that membership and all the privates and associates. And I made sure that I had the right, correct contact and email address for each member and that one contact. So I added all of those in. And then the rest of my email list, I sorted by whatever the member was. So I sorted all the folks by Chattanooga, WK Dixon, whatever the member was, I sorted it all my emails by that. And then I added those folks in to that membership under that main person. So that's why they were there. They were already on my email list, which has been updated and changed throughout the years. So if you guys see folks under your membership that no longer need to be there or are not interested in receiving TNSA emails or attending events, then you guys have that's why I'm showing you all this today. This gives you accountability and control over your own membership account to have added who you want to add or delete. And if
Right. On this page, the chapters and additional members, I can see how that works. But if you were to see, like if you were to search for Karna Levitt, she's a landscape architect, City of Chattanooga.
Yeah.
Her information comes up, and she's listed as City of Chattanooga as her association. She's in the Southeast region. But if you go to my screen that like you're on now,
yes. Well, that's because you have more than 11 members, and she wanted to be added, but I didn't have space under your membership. So I added her, as just a regular non-paying member, because if you have more than 11, I have to do that a little differently because you're a different situation than most.
So I didn't know that you individually added her. I was thinking that there was probably others that were like that over the.
There's not very many, only if folks needed more than 11.
Oh,
So she had emailed me and asked, and I didn't really have any space for her on yours, so I added her separately. So if you guys have more than 11, then I can add them as a member. They won't be under your page, but they'll also be a member, but they won't have to pay extra because you guys, you know, everyone within your member, within your organization is a member, and they can be added either under your situation, or if it's more than that, I can add them separately. Is that helpful, Josh?
yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, we kind of finagle it a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now, if you guys have folks that need that, for example, let's say that, for example, Barrett Fisher left Hamilton County. I believe I had him as my main person there for a while. And I had someone else come in. I can change do not go in and change your main contact information because it still keeps some of the older like main contacts information in there. I can change that myself. So let me know if you guys have a change, who you would like to be your main contact. I have a way of doing that a little bit easier. So that kind of thing, I'm going to have to change if your main contact needs to change. But anybody with with additional members and things like that, you guys can change all that on your end. But like I said, if you have more than 11, please just let me know and I'll handle that on the back end, and they'll still have a login. They'll have access to everything, and they can register for events as members. I know it gets a little confusing because we have some restrictions here, but on the up and up, it's really a little bit easier, you know, for everybody in general, once we know how to work everything. Any questions about this part? Okay. Now, as for the main person, like I was stating, if you have someone else, an admin, who would like to pay for your membership, you can always give them your so your login is your email and a password. You can always reset your password. I can always send a reset password from my end, or if you cannot remember your login, you can always reset it there as well, and you'll receive an email. So let me know if you have any issues with that. And if you have any major issues, that's not really with TNSA, but with the site in general, there's a contact us down here at the bottom of the page. And, oh, okay, down here at the very bottom, you see where it says website technical support. Club Express is there Monday through Friday to help you with any questions you have with that. And let me tell you, I have to email them occasionally for some things, and they're very helpful. So if you have anything with the website that's not working properly, just let them know and they'll get it worked out. Like if you have, I mean, sometimes there's a firewall things here and there. So that's maybe on your end, or they may be having some technical situations on their end. Okay, let me make sure we covered all of that. Also, let's say that your website, sorry, your email address has changed. And you go in and you try to log in, but it's not working, right? I had this a lot with people who first tried to log in and pay their memberships last year. For example, if you had it as hamiltoncounty.gov and then it went to hamiltoncountytn.gov and people were still trying to log in, it is associated with your current email. If you have an older email, but it's still forwarding to your new email, and I don't have your new email, and you try to log in, it's not going to work. So it's associated with the email that I have set up in the system. So please remember that if you have any email changes, I would suggest logging into your account with your old email and changing that and updating it. Because it's all associated with your email account. Let me think about anything else for that. Anything else about membership, renewing membership? There is an option also when you renew your membership that will come up, and it will also be additional charges. And this is for MS4s who would like to participate in the public education campaign. So it will add that to your invoice right here. Anything else about memberships, how to log in, how to add people? Okay, I just want to make sure we get everything covered before we move on to the next thing. Okay. Next, I want to show you a few things in here. So document library, here you go to documents, document library. And we have everything listed here. Now, some of these are things that you do not have to be logged in to your account, and they're for folks who are non-members. Newsletters, conference information. I think erosion control day, the runs. A lot of this information is for the general public. Committees, some of these things are not available. So committees I have set up, we have certain committee folders. You do have, this is the printed brochures for the, I wonder why that's not showing under committees. Things that are available through the committees and the brochures that we have available. If you are signed up to a committee, you should have a committee link down here with all the files and things on the committee that you work with. If you're a board member, you should have a click and a folder for board members. I have those set up. If you're a part of the social media campaign, you should have a link that says social media campaign down here and all of the files for last year and this year. If you're a part of the social media campaign and you do not have that there, please let me know and I can get you added to that. But I try to put as much information here as possible for members. So if there's anything that you would like to add in regions as well, and you literally just go and click on and download it, and it'll pop it up and be able to pull up that file. So like I said, some of these, if you are trying to look up a document and you come on here and you forget to log in, and you don't see what you need, don't forget to log in for those. And I do that because some of these things are just for members and just for you, and they're not for everyone. We also have photo library. I'm not sure if I put anything in there yet, but we have an option to add photos there. Oh, we have a few there. You guys also have an option down here to add photos. You can add to your photo album. You would enter, I'm just going to do test, save, and you'll be able to go in and, oh, see, I've got to learn how to do some of these things. Some of these things are a little confusing. Nope, that's not going to work. And I asked them how to do that and how, oh, okay, here. So then you would go back and you create your photo album, and then you would come back to click photo album, and you can do edit and add all your photos here. I always do add multiple. It's a little bit easier than adding one, and then you can select where you want your photos from. I did some screenshots up here, so I'll just pick one of those. Got to download. Oh, hasn't done that. So that's a good way to save some of your photos here. I don't think these can be shared amongst people. So if you want any photos added for everyone to see, please send those to me. But this is just for you to save. some different photos and things in here. We also have a forum. And you can create a forum. We have a few here already. If you would like for me to create a specific form and send out to folks, we can do that as well. Some folks have already started some forums here. They haven't really been used, but and you can decide, and you can click here if you want forum emails or not. So I think it would depend on what topic that you would like, but these are for all association members. And this is, the forum option is literally just for members to share questions and answers on specific topics.
Hey, Charlene, if you do put something in the forum, how does someone know that it's been posted?
They would have to go in and see where here, hold on, and register forum memberships see where it hit, see here, where it says resume forum emails or stop all forum emails. It's this little button right here that you would receive emails.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Thanks for sharing that, because I didn't know I could do that.
Yes. And you know what? I haven't really been using forums that much, but and I know that you posted some things there.
Yes, I did.
Yes. So let's see, return to previous page. And then you go to forums up here and you can click here. So you can update your forum membership like down here, right? Where I showed forum general preferences. And this is all about forums right here. But then if you want to see the forums, click up here. And you can click on the forum right here. Does that make sense? You can click on the topics that have been listed here, and there are some little conversations going on here. Is that helpful?
Yeah, if
I
I wanted to comment on a forum, I would have to go to this page to even to see what's been posted, right?
Yes.
Or I guess we can't send an email to the membership saying, hey, I just posted something on the forum. Take a look. Or
They would have to join the forum. But I can send something out about that. And this will be recorded. So I'm hoping that people will watch this so they can know how to start working things. You know what I'm saying? Or I can have another one of these too and think, you know, just to make sure. But I think it's real important about the forums.
Hey, Charlene.
Yeah.
So I went in and I clicked that button to start the emails
Yeah.
for the forums. But down below where it says automatic forums, it says post messages on the website only, read forum messages on the website only. So it says, does that just mean that forum, it just doesn't release any emails, or is it because of something with the way it's set up?
Probably how I have it set up. So I have to,
Okay.
I'll have to look at that. Let me see. Send forum messages to me via email.
Oh, so is that just like a message?
Go
in the
into
forum
your
to each other?
forum, go into your forum general preferences. You see here, I just claimed, yeah.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
Yeah, there's a lot we can do in here. And I know you guys have very, very busy lives. And I know you guys have a lot going on. So I know that, and to tell you the truth, I do too. So there's so many things that we can do in here. So if we start looking around and clicking on some things, we can find out different things that we can do. But we don't want to send you guys emails that you don't want to get. You know what I'm saying? So I don't want everyone to receive forums and get all these emails and they'll be all upset about it. You know what I'm saying? So that's one reason that we picked this system. You can log in and see things that you want to see or don't have to receive things that you don't want to see. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So yeah. And you can even see how often you want it. You know what I'm saying? Subjects only. So yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. It does a lot of different little things. Thread subscriptions. You have no threads. Okay. So memberships. That. How about now I did not create these forum things here at all. So to tell you the truth, I don't think I know how to create a forum. Maybe I have to do that, but I don't remember doing that. Forums. I'll research that and see how we need to do that. Because you guys should be able to, start a new thread. See that? So you can start a new thread here and start a whole new thread of messages. So you can click on this and reply to this, or you can start a new thread here and start a whole new conversation. Okay.
I'm not showing that I can start a new thread.
Click one of the TNSA membership general forum. Click that one. Is it showing start new thread right here to the left?
Oh, now it is.
Yes.
Yes.
Yep.
Okay, that's how I did the tire dump site one. That makes
Yep.
sense. It's been
Yep.
a while. It's
I know.
March.
I'm saying if you don't use this that often, you forget, and I do too. I've done this.
Yeah.
And I've created things, but we don't use it that often, you know. But you guys, let me just say, the more people that subscribe to the forum, the less emails I'll have to send out asking general questions. You know what I'm saying, for people. So, and this is just the general TNSA membership forum. So you can put any kind of topic in here that you would like to. And if there's a specific, this is about the permit, but if there's another topic that you guys want me to create, I believe I have to create that, and we can start a whole new thread within that topic. But I created just a general, so you guys could just have general question and answer, and it could be any kind of topic that you would like in here. Okay, any questions related to forum? Okay, I think we're good about that.
It's part of the job.
Huh?
Kinda.
Let's see, membership forum document. We got membership covered. I will also do a forum email, send out to everyone with some screenshots and some things circled, so we can get some more people into that. Okay. Now, business directory and membership directory. You guys have the option of looking up folks here. Oh, I can't spell today. Oh, see, it didn't come up. I don't think we need that. I think we need membership directory. So this is kind of, I've kind of made this to be for your membership directory, like a business card. So you guys have the option to go in and add like your photo, any information or anything like that within your membership that you would like people to see if they are interested in getting in touch with you. Bonnie's added a lot of little things to hers down here, but you also have all different kinds of options. You can also print this little download of card for this user. So you can print it and open it in Outlook. And it will add their information there. You guys use Outlook. And that's rather nice as well. And it just brings it all up and adds their contact to Outlook for you. So if you're working with a vendor who's a member or a private business, that's a really easy way to get their information to you. But like I was stating, it's pretty important. You see how Hamilton County water quality, hers is a little bit different and everyone else just has Hamilton County. Sometimes if it's stated a little bit different and you're searching for someone, it's best if everyone is stated the same. Here's all your Chattanooga folks. And all of you guys have it all City of Chattanooga. Oh, except for Emily Mathis, she does not. But I was wondering if it also brought up Klarna.
I brought up Klarna, and Emily is not on my list either.
So she must have been added, asked to add separately as well, since you have so many folks.
Yeah, those would have been the two.
Yeah.
And then I've tried to search in the region, like the Southeast region before, and it doesn't pull up everyone because they're not all.
Yeah, they didn't all. So when they go in and they create, and they go into their account, as I said, you have to go back up here and go to profile. If they have not updated, their information down here for their region, they will not pull up that way. So like I said, it's important that they make all this information updated and they're all the same. Now, as for registering for events, do you guys have any questions on this basic and anything we've covered so far? I want to make sure I answer all of your questions today. Oh, I also wanted to show you too, transaction history. So you can go down here and see if your membership was paid and when, or if you registered for events and if they were paid. They have all different kinds of ways to look it up. You can look up the events you attended. If you volunteered, I do have volunteer options for events where you can register to volunteer. I have that on here as well. Let's look up business directory real quick and then we'll go to events. Let's see. I'm not sure if we really need, I could pull some things up on business directory, but it does it. So business, maybe we don't need this. This does it as in what type of business it is. And we don't really use that at all because, let's see if it does it this way. Nope. Yeah, we probably need to get rid of it. I would use membership directory to pull up folks is the best way to pull up everyone. Let's see, events. So let's go to event calendar. And so like I said before, if all of your information is updated correctly, as in your name, address, email, organization, contact information, everything, you will no longer have to enter that information more than one time. And then you register for these events and all your information fills in everything that I need to do my spreadsheet, to do my registration forms and everything for any paid. And I just use this for the paid conferences, workshops, anything like that. And anything that's not paid, I still use our old website, like the Stormwater Basics class, TNSA talks, that kind of thing. I have a good form. I have a good system over on the other website for that. I had a hard time trying to figure out how to add email when people were registering for free on this system. But remember that you really have to log in if you want the membership price, and your folks have to be listed under your membership or as a member of TNSA to register for a conference and get the membership price. Does that make sense? Anybody have questions about that? Okay, because I've had people call me and they're like, well, I tried to register so-and-so, but only this is coming up. And I'm like, well, it's because they have to register, you have to log in, and maybe they're not listed under your membership. So let's go to this project workshop. So let's say you can see down here, active members, non-member price. Okay. And I'm logged in, so I would do register now. Active member, I'm going to go to next. And your same information comes up, and you're going to complete registration. And then your same screen comes up as before, as in your membership payment. So you would pick PayPal or check, and either way is fine with me. But your membership will have to be updated before you're able to get the membership price. If you are a large organization and you are registering a lot, I would say any amount of people that you guys would like to pay on one invoice, whether it's check or PayPal. Normally each person would need to go in and log in and register for the event, either print an invoice or pay credit card. If you guys have an admin or a business administrator that would like to pay for all of your people for a workshop or a conference on one invoice, and I can even have your membership added to an invoice and you guys pay everything at one time. I do have folks who want to do that as well. Please let me know and I will do that for you. They can either go in and register, and I've had folks add them in, go in and register them, print an invoice, and then I put an invoice together for PayPal and I send the email for the invoice to your admin, and then they pay that via PayPal, or they can pay by check and I can send them a separate invoice with everybody on one sheet. So if you do not have a person who wants to go in and add all those people, I do have a spreadsheet, an Excel spreadsheet I can send you with who you would like to have for the event. If it's going to, and what they're going to be one day, the full conference, or a workshop, however, whatever I need to charge on that. Because I have some questions on here, like when you register for conference, I have questions like, are you attending? Are you attending the social? Are you attending one of the other events that we have, like the banquet or whatever? So that's a little bit different too, but I do have questions that I need answered for those. So I will send a spreadsheet. You guys can fill that out. And then you guys can send it a check or PayPal if you have a lot of folks that you would like to do that for. And let me see, October here. So hold on. Let's go to conference. So since you're logged in, here's your options right here at the bottom. You're going to register now. Or an association member, log in. See right here, I don't know why you have to log in again. It's showing, if you see the non-member price, you would log in again. And you come back down and it has your active member price. And it has you only, and you can register now. If you, if you have a guest, you can add that. That normally is not something people use. Okay. And you would click that and next, and it's the same thing that would pop up. And I do have the questions that you would need to answer here. Are you going to attend the awards banquet? Are you going to attend the social? Yes or no? And this will just help me with our planning for that day. And you're going to check all your information here and then complete registration. And here it pops up that I've registered for the workshop and I've registered for the conference. and I can select my method of payment, check. And we'll show you all of your information here again, and then you're going to do done. Any questions about registering for an event?
Charlene, what if we all wanted to go to the TNSA conference? Can we do it all with one transaction?
Yeah, that's what I was saying. So you can't do individual people and then have it all on one payment. Does that make sense on
Yes.
here? But like I had stated, send me an email about who you want to go. They can go in and do this exact same thing and do check. And then you guys can either print the invoice and give it to your folks and they can send that to me. Or if you guys want one PayPal transaction, they can go in, say they're going to conference, update all their information here, let me know, and then I will send you a PayPal invoice via email, and you guys can pay all in one fell swoop.
Okay.
Did I explain that right?
Yes.
Or if you guys are just like, I just need to go, I will enter this if I need to for you guys. You see what I'm saying? I have a back end that I can email a member and add a registration, and I can do that as well. I know you guys have a lot going on. If it's a lot of folks and you guys want to pay all in one payment, whether it's check or PayPal, just let me know and we can work it out, whatever's easier for you guys. But if you're just having like one or two people go and you guys can pay separately that way, that's probably the easiest. I'm going to be traveling a lot, just so you know, coming up. I'm going to be gone half this month, mainly with work, but I also have a couple of weekend things. And then in September, I'm going to be gone part of the month for region meetings and then conferences that I'm attending and other things for work. So I'm going to be intermittent here and there, you know, depending on what's going on. We have some events coming up, but I can help you guys get registered, you know, if you guys aren't under a certain time constraint, and get all that handled for you all.
Okay.
If you're registering for a lot of people. So just let me know. I mean, my job is to make things easier for you guys. So whatever I can do to help you out to make it easier. But my main goal today was to kind of explain the system. I had a lot of admins that get really confused as to why they can't be the admin and then pay for all their people. And we really had to find a system that worked very well for our members to be able to share information, see information, you know, have all of their membership stuff all in one place. And this was the best one that I had found. So it's not really helpful to the admin folks, but it's really helpful for you guys with your stormwater jobs. Does that make sense? Because we researched several different options, and this just seemed the best one to have the forum and the directory and the documents and the calendar and all that kind of in one place. Is there anything I haven't covered or anything that's still confusing for anybody? I feel like I'm a little scattered today. I had a shingle shot and I had a bad reaction to it the other day, so my brain's a little, if I seem a little off, my brain's a little foggy today.
No, you're right on point, Shirley.
Okay, thank you. I just, whew, my arm's still a little bit swollen, so I've been a little distracted. Anybody else? Anything? All right. Well, if you guys, I have not been able to check the chat either. Oh, shoot. Okay, stop sharing. Is there any chats? Okay, sorry. When you know, well, you guys, you know, when you're running it by yourself, I don't have anybody checking chat or anything, so there were not any chats in there.
Okay. Charlie, for like an event like the Erosion Day that we're having here in Chattanooga, there are going to be people who are non-members who are registering through that, but there's a registration flyer. Since
Yeah.
I'm not registering through Club Express, so that's that's more just like a convenience for members, I suppose.
For the Eurasian Day, we're not doing it since it's for the development community. There's just one price. So they still go through Club Express. They'll have to enter their information and they register through there.
Well, the vendors will still register through there.
Yep.
Oh, okay. Okay. I didn't know
Yep.
that was the way we were doing that. Okay.
Well, no, so for sponsorships, I use our old website. But for registration as an attendee, that's Club Express. And I have that link and everything on our website for that.
Hmm. Okay. So even if your name's not associated with
Yeah.
in any way, you can still go through Club Express to register.
Yes.
Okay.
It's all in one spot for attendees. Sponsors is a little bit different. I still use the other site for that. It's a little bit easier, you know, but if you go to the website, it says click here for attendee registration and go down for sponsorship information.
Okay.
Is anybody else confused or do you have any other questions? If you think of anything and you're having any issues, you guys please call or email me. I will sit with you and go through how to get things working. If you have someone new and they're confused, please let me know. I'm gonna record. This is being recorded and I'm gonna save it, and it will be on our page as well. On our TNSA Talk page, if you scroll down, all of the TNSA Talks we've had will be listed there.